That's right, race fans. It's the return of Formula Rock after 6 months off. We're back to open wheel racing at Rock Racing. We had clear skies, beautiful conditions for practice and qualifying. But once racing got ready to go, this huge lightning storm moved into the area. Had a little confusion as to whether we should actually go racing, but with the hundreds of thousands of fans on hand, we decided to go. First time out on the track for the Rock Racing / Formula Rock pace cars. We have a whole fleet of these now that will be running each week, bringing our field around. Here's that beautiful Formula Rock car on the track. Wow, that's exciting, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Okay, your pole sitter, number 45 Marmalap, with a whopping 196.593 mile per hour lap, will be 4 or 5 miles an hour faster in drafting and in traffic, but by yourself, that's a pretty good lap. Former Season 5 Rookie of the Season Armalap brings down former Season 4 champion DBD for the green flag, and we are now under racing for 43 laps of exciting racing action. Brand new driver number 20, Mad Dog 38, going underneath Dick Petty, both driving generic cars today. A lot of generic cars as people are getting ready for this new season. Mad Dog 38 underneath. Now we've got number 4 Tucson 4 racing side by side with number 3 Randy R3 in the opening stages. Down the hill into the trickiest corner on the track, the one right-hander. Very difficult corner to get right. Randy R3 goes underneath Tucson 4. Moments later goes underneath brand new driver Mad Dog 38, passing 2 cars in that tricky right-hander. A lot of incidents and interesting stuff's going to happen in that corner. You're on board with DBD running second. If you were watching the live feed from this race, you were watching it from this car. Wow, that's exciting. And coming down to clock off the first lap, Armalat leads with DBD right behind him. These two have opened up about a 2.5 second lead over the rest of the field, which would be these guys who are jockeying for position. That's Dick Petty trying to go underneath Don Ruth in his brand new Labatt's car. Don Ruth, the number 56 car. Randy R3 running behind Dick Petty as we roll through another corner. This whole wad of cars is working together. Well, actually jockeying together. That's allowing the 2 front runners to get away. Brand new driver Mark B in this generic red car running in that pack. A little bit behind that, a former Season 3 Rookie of the Season IGGR Way Fast Redneck in that generic ride. A perennial favorite in Formula Rock, number 60 Dixie Dan with his traditional Tennessee Balls sponsorship. Early on, running towards the back of the field, number 5 Escuba 1 in that Tex-Mex ride. Isn't that stuff you eat when you're hiking? Oh, that's trail mix. No, sorry. The Tex-Mex driver, the Scuba 1, on the track. Running towards the back of the field. In fact, at the back at this stage, number 78 Crazy Marv, another generic ride on the track. Back up front, however, that's DBD in the American flag ride, running right behind the AJ Foyt car of Armalat on the third lap. Randy R3's ducking underneath Don Ruth here. He's got Mad Dog, Mark B, Dick Petty, a whole bunch of drivers going with him. That pushes him through into third spot. Coming down the hill into that, like I said before, tricky, nasty one right-hand corner of the whole track. It is a tricky corner to get right. Don Ruth, the last of the high riders, man, up against the wall, doesn't hit anything. Coming down the front straight, that's Tucson 4 right behind Don Ruth. Tucson 4 in that Kodak ride, running strong in the early stages. The second group of cars, led by Randy R3, decides to line up together, trying to close in on the lead pack, and they are doing it about a second a lap. But it's right about this point, Dick Petty's going to lose a motor. He's going to get on the grass, lose it, and going to collect Don Ruth and Tucson 4. This is about lap 5 or 6. Big accident for Tucson 4. Dick Petty's dead on the spot, of course. He blew that motor. Let's take a look at that again. Dick Petty's just driving along behind Mad Dog 38. Motor lets go, loses it onto the grass, and he's a passenger at this point. Tucson 4 has a pretty big upside-down accident. He'll continue, but he'll have a lot of damage. Just for fun, let's take a look at what happens to Don Ruth. Dick Petty comes across right into the front of him. He spins. It's a long slide down the crash wall for Don Ruth. Has some damage from this, not a whole lot, but it does take him off the pace. And that, of course, will bring out the first caution of our first caution with field road course. Randy R3 elects to stay out. He'll pick up a couple of laps out front, and those bonus points. pit stops. Oh, way fast. Redneck is hit by lightning from that lightning storm. Oh, man. That is a horrifying. Oh, we're going to go green flag racing. Okay, so Armalat brings him down for the green flag. That's Mad Dog 38 in second place, DBD third. We're back to green flag racing here at the Papyrus Motorsports Park. You're looking at Mad Dog 38 in the black ride. Kind of looks like the Metallica black. Well, forget it. That's a dumb joke. All right, coming down the hill once again to that right-hander. The corner that gets your attention. Randy R3 right behind Dixie Dan. Dixie Dan looking smooth. All right, then. Coming through the upper straightaway. That's DBD diving to the inside of Mad Dog 38. DBD down low. Mad Dog gives him plenty of room. DBD back into second place before the lap is over. Just behind that, we've got Mark B, Randy R3, Mad Dog, all running in tow behind DBD. Everybody running cleanly. If Scuba One finally decides to get moving, after running at the back early, he's going to dive underneath Dixie Dan here, bringing the number 5 ride up a position. Scuba One looking good in his Tex-Mex ride here at Formula Rock, coming down to clock off another lap. All right, then. We've got a whole group of cars here. Double D is going to go right up against the wall here, trying to crossover move, pinches the car off, dives to the bottom. And that's going to pay off for Double D. He bags the lead coming off that right-hand corner. Nice move. That was kind of pretty. All right, then. Double D leads that one lap, picks up the 5 bonus points, but then Armalat's going to dive back underneath him with the help of Mad Dog 38, and I believe that's Mark B, Randy R3 all in there. Right about this point, though, Double D's going to go a little contact. We've got cars into the wall. Double D, hard impact. Spins off the banking. Luckily doesn't get collected by anybody. Look at Mark B. Gets hit in the back end. Spins up into Mad Dog. Both those tap the wall, but it's not real serious. Randy R3 saw this coming. Backed off. Went to the bottom. Just could tell there was going to be an accident. And goes from 5th to 2nd in about 6 seconds. That's going to bring out the yellows. Pretty much everybody's coming into the pits for service, with the exception of Mad Dog 38, who will lead his very first laps in Formula Rock in his very first race. All right, then. Tucson 4 also stayed out. He's actually leading this race, but his car is off song because of the damage. He's going to stay low and allow the cars that are healthy to go. But Tucson 4 will pick up some laps out front as we go green flag racing. Check out a Scuba One. Ran all the way at the back in the early stages, but patience has paid off. He's now running second with Randy R3 third and Dixie Dan fourth on this restart lap. We have Mark B running right behind Dixie Dan. That's the 5th place driver. As we come through the left-hander up the hill, that's a tricky uphill section. Double D is still running, but he's got damage, as does Mark B. They're not super bad, but they are a few miles an hour off the pace. As Armalat brings us down to finish off another lap. Armalat in control of this early stages of this race. All right, the field's coming around. What a beautiful track this is, isn't it? There we have the top 3 guys are beginning to pull away from Dixie Dan a little bit. Oh, what a gorgeous track. Plenty of parking for your RVs, rolling hillsides. What a gorgeous place to hold an event. Yeah, okay, whatever. All right, we're looking at a Scuba One running second as the lead 4 cars are breaking away. Scuba One dives underneath Armalat. He's got the lead, and this is going to set up an incident. Scuba One heading into turn 1, sees Armalat coming up, goes all the way wide, almost up to the wall, in fact, tags the wall. Randy R3 sees an opportunity here. He dives underneath the Scuba One flat on the gas, but Armalat is losing it. Oh, stuffs Randy R3 head on into the wall. He's got big damage. Let's take a look at Armalat. Armalat goes to the bottom, gets on the flat, loses it. The car is spinning low and suddenly jackknifes to the left, gets into Randy R3. This isn't over yet. If Scuba One comes back down off the wall, there's the contact. Randy R3 into the wall. Little contact between Dixie Dan and the Scuba One. Then he's into Armalat. Oh, the Scuba One big time into the wall, and his motor's going to let go on the spot right about now. And that kills the Scuba One right there. You know, this is interesting. This reminds me of some... Let's go back in time 2 weeks. This is the WJRL event at Indy. Randy R3 is leading in the McLaren. He's got Armalat down low. That's teammate of Scuba One in the other McLaren. Randy R3 gets put in the wall. Armalat goes low across the bottom, back up into a Scuba One. Randy R3 and the Scuba One are taken out again. Coincidence? I don't know. kind of reminds me of one of those late night sci-fi channel conspiracy theory shows. Anyway, somehow they must have turbocharged tow trucks because the Scuba One's already in the... Oh, we got an accident on the pit lane. Let's take a look at that. Randy R3 has DVD behind him as they're coming through the pits. Apparently, I don't know what happens. DVD gets into Randy R3, Mad Dog gets into DVD. We got cars spun all over the pit lane. Now the problem is you can't really back up because you'll get disqualified for reckless driving. Trying to figure out how to get moving again. Randy R3 is blocking the pit lane. Oh, sorry, that's kind of funny. Okay, he's trying to get going. And I think everybody's finally moving. Well, not quite. Randy R3 is still trying to get her. Okay, we get that all cleaned up. And we're back to green flag racing. Armalat has the lead. Dixie Dan is now in second place as we're back to green flag racing. All right then. Dixie Dan looking good, was running towards the back early on. Finds himself behind the lead car with half the race to go. Little damage and a little off power, but Mark B still running in the top 5 at this point of the race. Both cars of Randy R3 and Don Ruth heavily damaged, running at the back basically. This is the battle for 7th. So the two cars are working together trying to grab to get something going, but they're, I don't know, 8 or 9 miles an hour off the pace as the field comes around to finish another lap. Well off the pace, Tucson 4 running way at the back, but still soldiering on, picking up points. It's about this time. Lightning hits the Super One's disabled car. Well, that saves you having to load it up into the truck, doesn't it? All right, close racing up front. Wow, that's really close. Armalat's still holding off Dixie Dan as the two clock off another lap. Crazy Marv, who's been running towards the back all race long, is passing Mad Dog 38 for 4th. In the later stages of this event, Crazy Marv suddenly feeling racy as the laps are winding down here at the beautiful Papyrus Motorsports Park. We have Armalat running low. He's getting off the groove up into the marbles. He's going to tap the wall. Dixie Dan sees an opportunity and takes the lead right there. Dixie Dan out front, finishing another lap. And that's right. Veteran of Formula Rock, Dixie Dan, gives Armalat something he hasn't seen this whole race, and that's a car in front of him during the race. Now, if you look off to the left, you'll see one of our cameramen, Bob, up there in the crane. Say hi. Thank you very much. All right, it's about this time with only a handful of laps to go. It's pit stop time, and Dixie Dan's going to just, wallop that crash wall. He'll be spending a little extra time in the pits over that one. While those two pit, that hands the lead to number 20, Mad Dog 38, picking up another lap out front. With Crazy Marv now running at the back early, all the way up to second place in the very late stages of this race. Just before pit stops, Don Ruth makes a move on Randy R3, taking over that 7th position. The two damaged cars having a nice fight on the track, giving the fans something extra to have fun with. But as they come down for pit stops, Don Ruth eases up. Randy R3 keeps his foot buried in the gas, and that's going to give him a nice little lead over Don Ruth as they get into the pits. And that will seal 7th place for Randy R3, who will come out with about a 4-second lead over Don Ruth when the race runs out. Back to the leaders, though. Nice pit stop for Armalat. He gets out well in front of Dixie Dan, who's having some issues with the car after smacking that wall. Dixie Dan will get going again, but he'll be about 7 seconds behind Armalat with only a handful of laps left in the event. Crazy Marv fighting with DBD now. This is later on. This is for 5th place. DBD gets by, dropping Crazy Marv to 6th. Double D in the top 5. But here's your top 5 finishers coming off the final corner. This is the last lap, coming for the checkered flag. Crazy Marv dives underneath DBD, got a good run on him, and takes 5th right there. Nice fight between those two drivers. Crazy Marv taking 5th. Just ahead of that battle, bringing it home 4th, his first event in Formula Rock, number 58, Mark B, takes the top 5 with 4th place. 3rd place, great run for number 20, Mad Dog 38, all event long. Got that one little contact into the wall when DBD got into Mark B, but he's going to bring that ride home on the podium, 3rd place. Had a shot at the win until he walloped the crash wall. Number 60, Dixie Dan's going to bring the Tennessee Vols ride home in an outstanding 2nd place. Nice run for Dixie Dan. But taking the victory, Danny Sullivan style, spin and win, number 45, Armalat, brings that car home with the first win of the inaugural season of the return of Formula Rock. So as we watch that finishing lap from another angle, here are your final race results. from the Papyrus Motorsports Park on June 8th. It's the inaugural race for the return of Formula Rock. Next week, we're off to Phoenix. Oh, what a fun racetrack that is. Hope to see you all then. And as we say goodbye, let's watch Armalat leave some Indian-style smoke signals. Have a good night, folks, and thanks for watching the highlight video. Good night. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?